Hi guys, so it's your girl Ashley, and I'm back with another video, and I'm talking about friends. Well, particularly my friends. I mentioned in one of my vlogs that I wanted to do a video about my friends, and I guess this will be my hot topic because I haven't done one in a while since the Sephora one. But yeah, guys, I really want to talk about my friends. I love my friends. I don't have a big friend circle. In fact, I think I could count on my hands. I don't have more than 10 friends. I have like a handful of really good friends, and then I have altogether probably like 10 friends. As I got older, even when I was younger, I really never had a lot of friends. Like, I remember when I was in when I was in grade school, because that's what I call it. I went to private school, so they called it grade school. But when I went to grade school, I didn't have that many friends. I mean, I was close with a lot of people. You know, I was cool with some people, but I didn't have a big circle of friends. And I kept it all the way, like, I was always like that up until even my adult life. But yeah, I want to talk about my friends. I really miss my friends. And I don't know how much I can, like, I just want to express it on the camera. Like, I really miss them. Like, I miss being around, especially I don't have any girlfriends in Jacksonville. And I remember before I moved down here, one of my girlfriends was like, "Oh, you'll make friends. You know, you'll be fine because you know you're very open to meeting new people." And I don't know, lately, like, I guess maybe because I'm getting a little older, but y'all, I mean, I'm not opposed to not meeting new people and calling them my friends, but I really have built a real strong relationship with my friends, even when we were in like good or bad places. I know that they're my good friends. Like, we can put things aside and still become still be friends. Excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna be probably belching a lot, and I don't mean to. That's not my intent. I think it's nasty, but I don't know. I think I might have a little acid reflux going on today. But anywho, yeah, I just like, I don't want to say any of their names because I don't want to like put them on the spot, and I don't, but a few of my friends are from like high school. Some I just met along the way, a few years back. And then some I know for a very long time. And like, I don't have to talk to my friend. I feel as though like I have one friend that I used to talk to, like, we used to talk almost like every day. And then things started changing in our lives, like, and then we started talking less and less. And then things happen and etc. But it didn't change the fact that I felt like we weren't friends. It just, I felt like, things are changing, so, it happens. But that doesn't, like, and I have a friend that I don't probably talk to probably like once or twice a year. Then I have another friend that I probably talk, but I know that they're my friends and I can, relate to. And I'm sure people out there can, relate to what I'm saying. Like, you don't have that many friends that, you talk to all the time. But what friendship to me is, friendship to me is basically like somebody that's damn near like your family, but they're not your family. Somebody that, like, not all friends you can tell everything, and you shouldn't tell your friends every single thing, and they shouldn't tell you everything, because some things you should keep confidential to yourself, and other things, like, sometimes you want a friend that you can call if it was a time of need, and vice versa, if they can call you when it's a time of need. And sometimes your friends might not be in the position that you are in, or vice versa, you might not be in that position that they're in. Doesn't mean that and one thing, well, let me finish the statement. Doesn't mean that, like, you should get upset or you should feel angry or mad because your friend can't do something for you in that moment because of what they have going on in their personal life. You know, I feel like, especially if you have a family, like your husband and wife, or wife, you know, and, you know, husband and wife, and you have children, you know, really, it's hard. I feel I'm the type of friend, I wouldn't call my friend and ask my friend for certain things because I know that their family is their priority. That's just me. And, you know, especially money. I'm really like, I really don't like asking my friends for money. And I have a friend that told me this. It stuck to me like fucking glue. And she's the only, no, I wouldn't say that, but she had said when we were in high school, she was like, she said, I don't let people borrow money from me because I know I'm not going to get it back, so I just don't give it to them at all. And she was one of those friends I never ever, and she meant that, yo, because I think I was like, I needed $2 or something. It was in high school, and I was like, you know, I left my money at home or something. I didn't have money on me, and I left it at home. And she was like, no, I'm not going to let you borrow it. I was like, really, you're not going to give me $2? So ever since then, I was like, I ain't never asking her for nothing, no money. But it didn't stop me from not being her friend. It was just her honesty, and I had to respect it. But yeah, those type of situations, I don't really like asking my friends for money. But anyway, long story short, what friendship means to Ashley. What my friendship, I'm all about loyalty. Like, I believe, like, you know, if you got a problem, if we got a problem, and it's something severe, then let's address it. Let's hash it out. It might not make us the same type of friends, but we can still be friends. You know, I believe in being loyal to your friends, being loyal to one another. I believe friendships are just like relationships, but not so like, you know, like, well, the mushy and kissy stuff, the sexual stuff. You know, I feel like, you know, it's communication. You have to really communicate, you know, especially when you want to let your friends know exactly what you want and what you don't want. And, you know, sometimes, you know, friends, they either going to like it or they, you know, they're not going to accept it. And I believe, like, sometimes, you know, when you are friends for a certain period of time, you can grow in different directions and not see eye to eye. I feel like at a certain point, if you don't really see eye to eye with anything, or you don't have anything in common anymore, then I feel like, doesn't mean you don't have to like each other, but you can be cordial to one another. And it doesn't mean you have to, you know, you shouldn't be friends, you know, not friends, but you shouldn't be able to, not to be in the same environment without being cordial. And, you know, it's not hate. And that I feel like that's a lot of, my husband made a comment, I don't know what we were watching or something we were talking about, and we were talking about women being jealous or something about jealousy. And my husband, he, you know, from his perspective, he's a man, so his perspective is, you know, different. Doesn't mean I don't respect it, but he was like, all y'all women are jealous. And I was like, really? I was like, no, I don't believe that. I don't believe all women are jealous. I believe it's a difference between being jealous and territorial. And I feel like when you're territorial, it comes off as jealous, but it's more like, no, like, you my friend, and you can't be, you know, it's not you can't be friends with nobody, but I'm gonna be like protective because I don't want, who's this new person coming up in here. I'm not that territorial. I'm the type of person, like, you want to be friends with somebody else, be friends with them. I don't care, because it's enough for us to go around and to love one another equally, you know. But when it becomes a conflict where you feel as though like one is pulling you against the other, then that's something different. Then maybe you should sit down with all three, you know, all three of y'all should sit down and see what the problem is. I don't know, but I just believe in loyalty, communication, you know, having fun, you know, even when the person is in a bad place, or they, you know, but I believe in confidentiality. Like, if one of my friends shares something with me, I'm not going to tell my other friend what my other friend said. I'm a big believer. Like, if any of my friends, you'll never hear me gossip about my other friends like that. Like, I won't be saying, oh, like, in a negative way. Like, I never talk negative about my friends, because if I really have a problem with you, I'm going to really address the person I have a problem with, not the person. I'm not going to do it. But, like, if it hurts me, you know, I might vent and say, you know, it hurt me, I gotta figure out what's going on, but I'm not going to sit up there and say, oh, she's this and she's that. No, I'm going to say, you know, I'm just really hurt by the situation, I gotta figure it out. But that's me, you know, just venting. But I'm not going to backstab my friend and make them look like the bad guy, because it might have been something I did wrong and I didn't see it that way. Because a lot of times with friendships, we don't see things from a different perspective. We only see it the way we want to see it, and then when we hear it from the other person, then we're like, okay, yeah, you're right, I could have did it differently, and that wasn't right on me. And forgiving, you gotta forgive. It's hard to forgive. Now, one thing I'm gonna say this: if your friend, I don't know, because I'm not, no guy is worth me, like, because I feel like the people I keep in my circle ain't going to sleep with somebody I'm dealing with. And I ain't going to sleep with who they dealing with. So I wouldn't feel like, you know, I'm not insecure, or it's like I trust my friends that much and they trust me that much that I can be around their significant other. But I do have boundaries, like, with certain things. Like, I don't really, like, do double date. I mean, I've never been on a double date before. I would like to try it before I die. But I've never been out on a double date with my girlfriends and their, you know, significant others or anything like that. I've never been. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to see if that's. No, not yet. Maybe it is. Oh no, I'm trying to see if that's my sign. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, so I mean, I'm going off the topic. The point is, I really adore my friends for different reasons. They all have different personality. All my friends are different. None of them have the same personality. None of them. None of them. I mean, they're totally different. But surprisingly, I have 2 Virgo friends. I have a friend that's a Taurus. I have a Capricorn friend. And let me get these numbers right, y'all. Hold on. I got 2 Virgos. I got an Aquarius friend. I think that's about it. That's not that many friends, y'all. I told you I don't have that many friends, but yeah, I have, like, and then I have people like I acquaint myself with, you know, because I'm a very loving, nurturing person. You know, regardless, we don't have to have friendship, but that's just in my nature to be like, oh, and don't let you have the same birthday as me. It's like we automatically got a connection, period. And I know, like, I know at least 10 people that we share the same birthday, and one is my grandmother. So yeah, but yeah, like, I love my friends for their different reasons, I accept my friends for who they are. And I'm not the type of person, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not the type of person, like, you know, I want my friends to change their personality to accommodate me. That's one of the reasons why we're friends, because of the type of personality you are. I have a girlfriend, she's very straightforward. Like, yo, I just recall, and if she ever watches this, she know who she is. Like, she knows exactly who she is. But I remember, y'all, we were at this event. Yo, and I'm the same way if somebody talk about her. Like, if somebody talk about my girlfriend, this one particular girlfriend, well, any of my girlfriends, I go in defense mode. Like, I don't, you know, don't talk about my girlfriend, and you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't gonna be talking dirty about my girl. And don't spread no lies about my girlfriend, because I will tell you, I will get mad, and I will yell at you, cuss at you, and tell you lying. And on top of that, I just be, you know, I don't like that kind of stuff. Don't, you know, because my friends, I have beautiful girlfriends, and surprisingly, they're all, like, in the brown family, which I love brown skinned women. I think they're so beautiful. I wish I was brown, y'all. I wish I was darker. I wish I was dark. I wish I had that dark chocolate skin. I prayed that my son was dark, but anyway, I remember we was at this event, me and my girlfriend, and you know, at the time, I was sitting at another table, but she was talking to some people, and somebody said something about me, and she was going off, and all I saw was her head, her finger, and I said, what the heck is going on? And she was like, she told me what happened. I was like, oh my God. And ever since then, me and her was like, we ain't dealing with these people no more. And we didn't. I mean, if you see them, you see them. If you don't, you don't. But yeah, I never forget that. And then there was another incident. Something happened. Like, she's like very protective of anybody she care about, and like I admire that about her, cause she has a very strong personality when it comes down to like people she care about, and that's a good thing. My husband is the same way. He don't show it, but when he really cares about you and he really puts himself into you, it's like, you better not do me wrong, cause if you do me wrong, I call him petty. He's so petty sometimes. I mean, we all can be petty, but my husband is petty. But I love him. I love him for his pettiness, because he probably going to watch this one day. But I love you, baby. I love you and accept you for who you are. I accept the petty in you. I do. I took that vow and I said, accept you for who you are. And I did. I compromise on it, though, sometimes. But anyway. And then I have my other girlfriend. She's like the fun one. She's spunky. And, you know, she's just living her life. And then I have another girlfriend. You know, she's a I call her a workaholic. She works all the time. But she's a great mother. Matter of fact, all my friends are mothers. I think, yeah, man. No, except for one. But most of my friends are mothers, and it's so surprising. Like, damn, we all got kids and stuff. I just never expected, like, us to be like, we always say, I can't believe I'm a mom. I can't believe this. Because at some point in your life, you never really think about what you're going to do or how you're going to be, in the next 5 or 6 years. So, yeah, like, my one girlfriend, she works all the time, but she's a great mother. My other girlfriend that's fun and spunky, she's a great mom. She's kind of similar to me, but not similar to me. She's like the younger version of me, if that makes sense. But she's still a good mom. I'm trying to think. Then my other girlfriend, me and her have similar things in common. We both have 2 children. We have a lot of things in common too. But yeah. And then my other friend, she's my old head friend. She's like my spiritual guider. She's played like, how like they say people come in your life for a reason. Well, she came in my life for a big reason. And I remember when we first met, she was like, she's a Capricorn. She was like she wasn't trying to give me the time of day. But I knew, I was like, I'm going to find out about her. And I was like, I bet you she's going to like me and I'm going to like her. Because she was like, she didn't want me to do, we worked together. And I remember she was like, no, let them do it. No, let them. And then I was like, why don't you just let me show you what I can do? I never forget, and even to this day, our personalities are strong, and we're stubborn. But when we talk, she always says the right thing, and I love her dearly. She's like my /aunt/sister/mom all in one. But I love her dearly. I love all my friends. They always have a special place in my heart. I can't complain. I have really good friends, and I hope they feel the same way about me, because I know sometimes I can be a bad friend. I'm not saying all the time, but the bad thing about me as a friend is when I'm going through something, I withdraw from my friends. And I know that's it's not a bad thing, but I could withdraw from you for a year or 2. If I'm really in deep in what I'm going through and I really just don't want to put that on you, I will completely damn near act like you don't exist. And it's not it's not because I don't care about you or I don't love you. I love you that much that I want my negative energy or my negative problems to affect you or your family if you got something good. So I kind of back myself away and just deal with what I'm dealing with on my own. Even I do it with my mom and my dad, and they say I shouldn't do that, because they was like, if you need help or you need something or you need the support, you need to, I'm not even talking about money. I'm just saying when I was going through it with my son, that was something I never thought I would experience, but I did, and it was just hard, and it was hard in my it was hard in my household, because it was I had to come up with it was a lot on me, because my husband had to work, And then my husband somewhat was like in denial with the situation, which that kind of like put me in a situation like I was frustrated, because I'm like, don't you see, don't you see, don't you see what's going on? And he was just like, I feel differently, Ashley, I feel differently. He calls me Camacho. I feel differently, Camacho. I don't see what you see. And I was like, how you gonna tell me? I birthed him. I used to go on, y'all. It was just that intense in here, and it was just so much. I'm being honest with y'all. Least I can do is be honest. It was just that much tension with me, and it was affecting me like mentally. It was just so much, but I knew I couldn't take that out on my son or my daughter. I had to balance out being a mother to both. And when we found out what exactly was wrong with Elijah, I didn't want to say I told you so, but a part of me was like, but I didn't. I didn't want to say I told you so, and I didn't say it at all. I just was like, what we gonna do? That's all I could, in my mind I was like, I can't be like I can't be arrogant and obnoxious with this. I gotta be like, alright, what we gonna do? We gotta figure out something. So that's when I started coming up, alright, we gotta find, because I didn't know a lot. I still don't know a lot. All I know is to love my son, give him the love, the unconditional love, the nurturing, make sure he's nourished, make sure he's, he has clothes, and just what a typical mother that loves their children would do. But anyway, I'm getting off subject. And I kind of like backed off from my friends because they didn't understand. All they could say was, well, it's going to be okay. Like, I didn't want to hear that shit. And I think they knew that, because I was like, I didn't want to hear that shit. But then when, like, one of my girlfriends, she kind of was there, like, throughout the whole process, because she kind of, like, when she knew I was going through stuff, she would call me, here and there, and just to see, how I was doing. And then one day I just broke down, and I just, I started crying, and she was trying to come up with every solution, and I was like, no, I don't need that. But then when I found out what Elijah was diagnosed with and everything, I told her, and she was just like, she was like, I commend you, because that was a hard ride. Even my parents, like, everybody that knows what I went through, commend me, and they they're very like, you did a good job. If you see my son, if you saw him from 2 years ago and you see him today, you'd be like, oh my gosh, you wouldn't even know if that was the same child. My son got friends, y'all. He got friends. I didn't think my son would even have friends. But anyway, back to my friends. My friends. I'm talking about my son friends. But yeah, I really do love my friends. And if my friends are watching, I really do appreciate you guys. And I can't wait to see y'all when I come to Philly. And I don't hear no bullshit from y'all. I want to make y'all, we all get together. I really want to do just one gathering, because I don't want to have to everybody divide their time. I want to do one gathering, or if it's not possible, two gatherings. I want to do one-on-one. I just want to be around my friends. I can't wait to see my girlfriend's salon. I can't wait to go there, get my hair done. I can't wait to just be there. I'm gonna stay there for a day and just fill the salon. I do miss being in the salon, y'all, but it's just not feasible to my lifestyle right now. But y'all, I miss my friends. I miss them dearly. I miss, us just cracking jokes. I miss the good times I had, especially with my one friend. But, those were our single days. Them days is over. But we used to have fun all the time. I had fun with all my friends. Like, even when I was in, grade school, I always made, even if we didn't, like, I always missed my friends. Especially when they were there. A lot of them were supportive of, when I had my daughter, they were very supportive, and I just missed them, and I gotta dig up a picture. It's gonna be an old school picture, y'all, and they gonna be shocked. And I even still love one of them, even though we don't talk, and she probably gonna watch, but I still love you. I don't got nothing against you. Maybe one day we can have that talk, and we can, try to mend it, but it ain't nothing wrong, we don't have a lot in common, but, for us to be at peace and we can stay in the same room. But I miss y'all. I can't wait to get to Philly. I was trying to surprise one of my, she might not watch it, but if she do, I was trying to surprise her. But yes, I am coming to Philly in 2017. I ain't telling y'all when, but I'm going to surprise y'all. But I'll be there. And when I'm there, I don't hear no excuses, because I miss y'all, and I know y'all miss me too. So Thanks for watching, and I will talk to y'all later.